Hey everybody, meteorologist Brad Panovich. I am super excited. It's finally happened. The winter weather is here. We got that great blast of snow, by far the best natural snow of the entire season in the southeast. Even though, places that typically get hammered like Snowshoe maybe got a little less. You shared some of the wealth with everybody else finally. But the better news is the cold air, because I've seen every resort with the natural snow and the cold air in the last 24 to 36 hours just blanket the mountain. And that snowmaking weather is going to last for a while. But here's the good news. We've got more natural snow on the way and 2 more blasts of cold air. So here we go with our FUTURECAST here. We'll show you the system heading our way Thursday night and Friday. That's a promising track right there. And again, you can see the setup here is going to be a really nice setup starting a Thursday evening into early Friday. Now, the best, I think, snow will happen Thursday night. But even on Friday, we're going to see some of this moisture linger on the backside with northwest flow. And that'll bring in some additional snowfall, but also another blast of cold air, which means the snowmakers will have a blast. And the start of the weekend looks really cold. So Saturday, boy, if I was to pick a day, Saturday skiing is going to look optimal. Now, going into the weekend, another system approaches. Now, don't get too caught up in this rain right here, because I do think it'll mix with snow, as you're seeing a little bit there. But the more important fact is the backside of the system, as we go into Sunday night, does produce more snow. It's going to move through fairly quickly. And on the backside of that, another blast of really cold air. In fact, you see some northwest flow setting up. You see this flow of air? So even if it is a little wet snow or rain mixed in, it'll bring some natural snow, some northwest flow snow, and cold air for snowmaking, which will last into next week. By far the coldest air of the season. Early next week, Monday, Tuesday, we're going to have 24-hour snowmaking opportunities. So let me show you the snowfall forecast with our system number 1 here. We'll show it kind of moving in from the southwest. Look at that snow advecting into here. I'll stop this on Friday morning right there, and we'll zoom in on some places so you can see some really good snow on the Tennessee line. You're looking at probably Beach and Sugar, down towards Cataloochee, probably looking at 1 to 2, maybe 3 inches of snow. Oh man, Winter Place looks awesome. That looks like a really good dumping for Winter Place, and obviously Snowshoe. But even again, the Shenandoah Valley and areas, the ridges around there, looking at good snow. So man, Virginia has had a really good start to the season. We have not seen a storm track that's been favorable for areas in western parts of Virginia like this in a while. So, that storm, on Monday was basically the best storm we've had, in like the last 3 years for those areas. So that's a really nice storm track. And if we look at the forecast, I do see optimal snowmaking conditions for everybody. I'm a little worried Sunday because it's kind of warm for the North Carolina, Tennessee resorts, but I do think plenty of snow up to the north, and then snow for sure on Sunday into Monday with that system on the backside. But Thursday into Friday morning, that to me is the best setup here. So the good keeps going on, and I'll real quickly show you the long range pattern. And one thing that I'm keeping an eye on is we're seeing kind of a flip in the pattern. As horrible as December was, the thing that happened in December, the opposite looks to be happening here in January. And what I mean by that is the ridge is predominantly out west, and you can see the polar vortex is kind of slid into eastern Canada, which is where we want to see it for us here in the southeast, if we really want to be honest, because that forces cold air down, but it also gives us this split flow in the jet stream. And the split flow, sometimes you see phasing occur here in the southeast and then right up the east coast, and you have the cold air in place. So this is a really good pattern from a pattern recognition standpoint. Now, is there going to be big storms? It's hard to tell, because you got to time out the little short waves within this flow. But the bigger, larger pattern, this is what you want to see as a ski and snow lover here in the southeast, because that cold air is in eastern Canada now. And if you look at, I'm going to widen this out. If you look at where the ridging is over the Gulf of Mexico, or Gulf of Alaska and the west coast, and we're seeing more troughing going on here on the east coast, and there's that cold air building there. For most of December, if you guys paid attention, like I do, to weather all across the world, it was brutally cold in Alaska and western parts of really North America, and really all of the west coast. I mean, the Sierras. I'm going to Tahoe this weekend. They had the snowiest December since the 1970s at like Tahoe, so in areas like there. So they've had the cold and snow, and they've had the storm track. It looks like, and it's early, I don't want to get too over my skis here, if you will, but the pattern here in the East Coast looks like it's flipping to that. So keep your fingers crossed that the storm track and the cold air work together, but right now the long range pattern is starting to line up like that. And January certainly is not going to be like December? Is it going to be brutally cold and snowy? Still early to tell, but even if it's near normal, that is going to be a huge win for everybody in the Southeast. Have a great couple of days here. I'll post an update before heading out west, and I will post updates from the West Coast. I'll show you how the product is out there in Tahoe, as I'll be skiing most of my time in Heavenly. Hope you have a great couple of days, and always keep thinking snow, because at work, the pattern finally flipped.